Hi everybody, I am so excited to start a brand new hop with you. This hop will go for May, June, July, and August. So over the summer, there will be one hop a month. And the idea behind this hop is that this hop has no theme. It has no challenge. It has no borders, no limits. We're calling it our signature style hop, which means that every month you're going to have a list of YouTubers and you can hop through and get a really good feel for what their personal style is, what kind of products they personally gravitate towards. I'm hoping that by doing this, you guys will find lots of new scrapbookers to follow and like. I am hoping that you can interact with some new YouTubers, and I'm hoping that you will be able to find scrapbookers that really scrapbook the way that you scrapbook, right? That is the key. So, or scrapbookers that inspire you. I know I follow lots of YouTubers that do not scrapbook anywhere near the way I do, but I enjoy watching them and I enjoy taking bits and pieces of what they do and incorporating it into my personal style. So, let's talk about my personal style. I've put together some scrapbooking kind of go-tos for me. So I have a cut file. This is actually one of the cut files from Cut to You that is part of a monthly kind of cut file subscription kit that Gwen runs. So every month you get a free cut file. I think it's like $1.50 for US peeps once the exchange rate goes. So really, really inexpensive. And these are exclusive to her cut file memberships. So this is one of those cut files. I think this is the March one and it's beautiful. So I have a cut file, which I am all about. I have some sequins, my personal style. So these are sequins that I actually designed for Spiegel Mom Scraps. You guys know how much I love my sequins. So sequins had to be part of this layout and my signature style. I'm gonna pull in some stamps as I go through my process. So you'll see that. And then I have a beautiful photo and the Simple Stories Indigo Garden scrapbooking collection. So my plan, I don't have one. That's the fun part. We aren't using a sketch. We're not using any kind of, this is like scrapbooking with no limits. So I have my collection I want to work with. I have my photo I want to work with. I have my sequins and my cut file. And then I am going to dip into my stash to pull in some stamps and some other fun things. So let's get started. I'm going to start by going ahead and backing my cut file. And I'm actually going to back the cut file and my photo together so that these become one piece for my project. So I'm going to start that process of backing my cut file. And then once the cut file is backed, I'm going to come back in and we'll start to play with some other of my most used and most favorite products and create a layout that is just me. Okay, first up, I know that I want to back most of the middle of this cut file with my photo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to where I know that the photo is going to be positioned, and that will hold my photo in place. And then I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife and trim around the edges of that area, and that's how I'm going to go ahead and back the cut file with this photo in the middle. And then I'm not going to back all of this cut file with pattern paper. I'm just going to back the frame around my photo with pattern paper. So I went through my papers and I found some solid colored ones. I chose a pink, a yellow, and then a dark navy that would match the collection I'm using. And that also is more tone on tone and not heavily floral. And this is gonna allow me to create some lovely kind of more solid colors and frames around my photo to really set my photo off and make it the focal point of my layout.
So once I have that cut file backed, now we're going to play with some stamps. You guys know how much I love my stamps. So I have my Misty, I have an acrylic block, I have some juniper mist, some eucalyptus, some sage, some shea butter, and dosi dough, and party dress inks. And those are the colors from Catherine Pooler that really match the Simple Stories Indigo Garden line. They're a beautiful, perfect match. So I am going to use this older stamp set from Altenew. It's called Flower Garden. I've had it for a long time. It's an older line, so I don't know if you'd be able to find it, or an older stamp set. I'm not sure if you'd be able to find it or not, but I absolutely love it. It has these beautiful flowers and leaves, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just alternate all these beautiful colors and the leaves, and I'm going to stamp like a diagonal design across my page that's going to go from the bottom right to the upper left. I'm using the door to my Misty, but I'm also using my acrylic block depending on what size the stamps are. So if I'm stamping a larger stamp, I'm using the door and my Misty as it is intended. And if it is a smaller stamp, I'm using the pad underneath my Misty and an acrylic block to get really good impressions. I'm alternating the size of my flowers, where I put my flowers on the page, and generally I was trying to do like the big flowers first, so doing 3 or 4 flowers and then coming in and filling in some of the open spaces with the leaves. And then every so often I'm pulling my photo with the cut file over onto my paper to see where I am, where do I need more color, where do I need more flowers, and you can kind of see me point out there where I have like a gaping open area, which I don't want. So I know I want to put a stamp in that little corner. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to keep alternating between all these different florals and the flowers and the colors that I showed at the beginning. And I'm going to create this kind of diagonal garden of flowers. So once I have this swath stamped, I'm going to go ahead and place my photo and my cut file right in that area where I kind of planned for it to be. And now I can go ahead and just add my title and some of these pretty embellishments. I know what I want my title to be. This is going to be a Hello Spring layout. I do one of these every year. I don't do it for any of the other months, but I always get it so excited when the flowers start to bloom and we get some warmer weather. And so I'm always taking like all the pictures of the flowers around my house as they start to come up. I thought about stamping my title, I thought about die cutting my title, but in the end, I just opted to use one of my very favorite thicker fonts and spell out the word spring under my pretty foam hello. We have many more hops coming up all summer long, so another hop, I'll do a different kind of title. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going through the die cuts. I have a lot of this collection. This is one of my favorites, newer release collections. I do really love it. And I have a lot of it. I love the colors. I love the flowers. They're so pretty. So I'm going to go through and find flowers that can kind of tuck in and around and that seem to just fit in certain areas of this layout. I don't want to cover up all this stamping, but I do want to add in some of these beautiful die cuts for that layered look. I am going to take advantage of stickers as well. I have both of the sticker sheets. So I'm going to use some stickers and kind of place them around. I like that the flowers have their stems and the leaves, and what I really like is being able to kind of make it so that it seems like the stems are kind of going off the page. I think that look is really, really fun. So I'm going to do that with as many of these floral elements as I can. For my medium and small size embellishments on my clusters, I'm going for hearts and butterflies. So I'm going to use these small and medium sized sticker embellishments to kind of fill in a little bit. You can kind of see I've got that really large purple flower on the right, so I want to balance it out on the left. I did want to be able to add a couple of things down there that are smaller in scale, but that will make those purple flowers seem like they belong, not so heavy on the page. So I'm just going to go through and kind of sprinkle some of these butterflies around. Again, just doing that diagonal line, following the diagonal line, looking at that diagonal line, kind of making sure that things look full and layered and just pretty. Once I have my diagonal line just the way I want it, I'm going to grab some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive and these beautiful, gorgeous English Garden sequins, and I'm going to add all the sequins, still keeping to that diagonal line, but adding that final detail, those last little touches that I so love, that are going to give this layout just a bit of sparkle and shine and fun. Make sure to take a look at the hop lineup down below. Get to know some of your favorite YouTubers. Get to find some new YouTubers. Find some inspiration that you just really like. That is what this hop is all about. Showing off our styles, playing with products that we like, playing with them in ways that we like, and getting to kind of dig into our stash and use some things that maybe we don't get to use very often, or things that we really like but they're just not fitting in with the challenge hop we are working on a project for. I hope that this whole hop inspires you. I hope that once it makes you want to get your pages done. I hope that it makes you want to try something new, and that you really get to enjoy this hop and get to know some amazing creators that are on YouTube. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and happy National Scrapbook Day and happy International Scrapbook Day. You guys are amazing, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye.